Welcome back. Derek Rydall here, founder of the Emerging Edge and Emergineering, which is a process of engineering the full emergence of your life or any aspect of it using the revolutionary principle of the law of emergence. Now, in this training session, we're going to talk about quantum planning. And this isn't going to be the complete quantum planning session. This is more of a supplement to that. But it's really for you, and you know who you are, who knows that you should and that you want to be planning, already have an idea of what you want to be planning, and even have received many of the materials from me about planning and the different steps to it, but you haven't quite gotten around to doing it, right? And so what this is meant to do is to clarify some things, to hopefully motivate and inspire you in actually taking the time to really create a plan that works and then to work the plan. But first I want to do a little recap and a little basic understanding of what quantum planning is. And first of all, in general, what planning is and why it's so important. Statistically, only about 3 to 5% of individuals ever write down even their goals, let alone create a plan. And it's no mistake then and no coincidence that around the same percentage, only a few percentage of people ever really achieve financial security or any real sense of success in terms of their big goals or a sense of real purposeful living. So one of the first and most important steps in really achieving what you want to achieve and really bringing the full emergence of your life into potential is creating a plan, writing it down. Thinking it is the first stage, speaking it is the second stage of creation, writing it down is the third stage, and then actually going out and taking action is the next stage. But it's so important, and many people skip this. They just have an idea in their head, they don't write it down, they don't actually create a plan for it, and they live their life more on accident than on purpose. And what I want to help you move to is from living your life on accident to living your life on purpose. And quantum planning is a little different than traditional planning. Traditional planning has you doing more of an outside-in approach. Kind of think up what you want to create and then create it as if it's not already done, as if it's not already who you are, and you got to go out and make something of yourself and make something of your life. And as you know, if you've been doing the work, the emergent model is very different. The emergent model already states that everything that you're meant to be, do, and have is already within you. Just as everything that the oak tree needs to become an oak tree is already in the acorn. The pattern of the tree is already planted in the seed before the seed is planted in the ground. And the same is true for you. Within you, there's already a divine plan, a perfect pattern. And that thing that you're meant to be and to do and to express and to fulfill, it's already here. It's already within you. And so quantum planning starts from that premise. Yes, we create a plan, but we first and foremost create it from the inside out. And so the first stage in creating a quantum plan is creating the vision. And this requires us to do some of the work that I've sent you, which is really tapping into this vision. And in a vision, as I've described in other work, it's not something that's in the future. It's not a prophecy of what's to come. A vision from the emergent model and from the quantum model is something that already is right now. It exists in potential in the invisible dimension of your being. And when you tap into that vision, you're tapping into who and what you already are. It just has not been actualized yet. And so creating a vision is not about just making something up. It's about taking the work that I've sent you and really fleshing out and really excavating your soul and discovering, who am I really? What is inside of me trying to come out? What's really trying to emerge here? And taking the time to do processes where you really ask the questions, what is trying to emerge in my life now? Looking out at your life and seeing what has luminosity to you. What people do you admire? Are you attracted to? What activities really turn you on? What did you used to lose track doing when you were a kid? And lose track of time doing and maybe still do? What is those deep, yearning, burning desires within you? And as I've said before, a desire from the emergent model is not something that you're lacking that you need to go out and get. A desire is something that's within you trying to get out. Desire means of the sire, of the Father, of the creative principle within you. It's something you're pregnant with. And so as you work with these different clues, these different breadcrumbs along the path to your soul, you begin to discover, well, what are my burning desires? What are the things that I lost track time doing? Who are the people I really admire and respect? Which is really a projection of your own potential and your own power being projected onto the screen of those people. And you begin to notice that. You know, what are the magazines I like to look at all the time as I pass by the newsstand? What are the movies I could watch over and over again? What are the songs I could listen over and over? These are all clues, not to something that's outside of you, not to something that you're lacking, but they're all clues to what's inside of you trying to come out. Okay, so again, this isn't a whole quantum planning session or a visioning session, but just to remind you that the clues are all around you as to who you are and why you are alive and what you're here to do. And so this first stage, though, you need to take the time. You know, don't just throw something down slapdash and, you know, or just make something up. You know, really take the time to get to know yourself, to get to know what's trying to emerge in you, what that emerging impulse is, because it's there. It's speaking to you, it's whispering to you, it's waking you up in the middle of the night. Okay? So take the time to really see that vision, to create that vision. Okay? That's the first step.